For those that have started setting up LLCs starting January 1st of 2024, you have 90 days to fill out this form. For those of you that had set your businesses up before January 1st of 2024, you have until January 1st of 2025. This is the reason why I was campaigning, trying to get as many people through the door to register their companies, because it would have benefited you two ways. One way, you would have actually, if you would have set your business up before January 1st, 2024, then you wouldn't have had to worry about this form. But another thing, your business would have actually been 1 year old. Your business would have been actually 1 year old when you filed the taxes. Even if you hadn't made any revenue in the business would be legally 1 year old. And that's the reason I keep telling people to set up your business as early as possible. Don't sit around, don't think about it, get it done. The reason is because the more agent you have on your business, the more opportunities you have to raise capital in the business. All right? Even if you have bad credit, there are companies out here even that are out here that are willing to give you funding even with bad credit. All right? That being said, this is what you need to do. All right? File a report using BOI e-filing system. So you're going to click on this link. So once you click on that link, you're going to go here. It says need to file a BOIR. You click here. Then it says you want to go here to this here one. Don't do this here PDF unless you want to just print it out or whatever. But this here is the easiest way to go here. One thing that I do want to tell you guys, if you receive a letter in the mail with a QR code or something like that says that, hey, you need to register your business through this QR code, do not do it. It's on the front page of this website as well. Those are scammers, okay? And if you look down at the bottom of the letter, you would see it said not affiliated or not associated with any government entity. So do not utilize those forms. Just go to this website, all right? It's very simple. Now, here's the first step. It says type of filing: initial report, correct prior report, update report, newly exempt entity. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on A, all right? And so initial report. Then you're going to fill out all of this information. You can do if you need help, request to receive a FinCEN. If you don't need help, then what you want to do, the name of your company, all right? Then if you're using a separate name as your DBA, here's the thing about it. You'll go through this form. It's basic information, getting your tax ID. If you don't have your tax ID, you can call the IRS and they will email you over your tax ID. They'll either fax it over or email you your tax ID. So if you don't have your tax ID, they will do that for you, okay? But you'll fill out all of this here. Then you're going to go to the next page and you'll see that this is very basic information. Company, applicant, FinCEN. Okay, so here's where you may get your FinCEN ID. So if you need to create a FinCEN ID, they can help you do that too. But one of the main things I wanted to point out, all right, legal name and date of birth. You have to put your legal name. So some of you guys may be operating under your Muslim name or your Moorship and stuff like that, and you have LLCs and stuff. If it's not your legal name, and from what you registered in the company, you have to put your legal name on here, okay? Just keep that in mind. It has to be everything that matches your LLC, all right? Now, my issue with this form is because with your Secretary of State, every year you have to fill out a form called your Statement of Information to let them know that, yes, I'm still the owner. I haven't added nobody to the company. It's the address and phone number stuff, and which I thought the government can get all that information from the Secretary of State. They did not have to have people filling this form out. I think this is a waste of money, but that's just my opinion. All right. Now, talking about business address and residential address. So if if you using a business address. Now, for some of you guys that may be using virtual addresses, or you're no longer using virtual addresses, you have to go off of the address that you use to register your company with. So making sure that address is matching what's with the Secretary of State and the IRS, all right? This is very important, all right? So you're putting that information there. Then it says form identification issuance. Like I said, identifying documents, state issued driver's license. So if you have a driver's license or something like that. So it just goes through, it's very basic information, all right? So you're not having to come up with something, or no, whoever's on the corporation. So if you have your kid, here's another thing you have to understand. Even if you have your kid on this corporation, you have to actually put their social security number down as well. Now, I don't want people to know my social security number. That's the reason I said if you get a letter in the mail with a QR code and tell you fill out this form at this website, do not click on that QR code. Do not accept that letter, because you're going to be having to put some very important information. And this information, again, not only, like I said, your FinCEN, but you're going to be asking name, your date of birth. It's asking you a lot of private information, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to have your kids' information on here. All right. So as you can see here, like I said, the individual's legal name and date of birth. So that's all it is. So it's not a whole lot of information. Now, here's what I would tell you guys going on, and this here is just the final page of stuff you submitted and stuff. But going on, if you have invested in a shelf corporation, you need to find out who actually owns that shelf corporation. Because you may have bought it from somebody, but making sure if they set it up in Wyoming, Nevada, or something like that, that registered agent, you need to make sure that registered agent feels. Now, they may charge you $500 or $1,000. That's the reason I tell you, with our company, we don't make ourselves the registered agent. We make you the registered agent. And then if you need this form filled out or whatever, then we show you how to fill the form out. If you want us to do it, of course, we charge a fee, but it won't be no $500 because it's a simple form. If you don't do this, regardless of you not doing this, the IRS still could be notified. That's the reason, like when you go to the bank and you make deposits over $10,000, the IRS is notified. That's the reason that even the teller said, hey, don't deposit $10,000 all at once, because we have to notify the IRS. And so the thing about it, even if you doing less than $10,000, if those transactions, the bank's still going to have to send you a 1099 anyway. And like if you're doing with PayPal and stuff like that, a certain amount of transactions, PayPal would be reporting to the IRS also. Now, for those of you that may have questions about structuring your business, building the business credit, getting business funding, personal funding, or removing negative items off of the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.